What the fuck? It's a one and done spot! I was watching ESL 1 today, and I was watching a few of the games, and I was talking to my stream, like, giving kind of like a, not an in-depth commentary, but like a running on commentary about what's going on in the game, and I saw some players using some one and done spots, and I was talking to people in Mumble, some of my subscribers in Mumble, about some positions to use, and one of them suggested using Sandwich as a position to hold A from as a gamble. I also saw Hayes using a position such as this in connector to watch from mid, and a one and done spot basically is a position that, generally speaking, meets one of two different whatever. The criteria for a one and done spot is a position where it's an off angle, so you're at a position where you're kind of at an uncommon angle. The enemy that's coming up and peeking you doesn't really expect you to be in an area where you can get that kill, but then you don't have a way to fall back, so you're done. If there's a second enemy coming around that corner, you're dead. And off angle's used to kill one person. If you're in a one and done spot such as this position here, you're probably going to get one kill on an unsuspecting opponent, but if there are two enemies that are trying to come into connector, you'll be traded upon, so the other opponent will kill you. The second criteria of a one and done position is a position where you're forcing your opponent to commit their lives to killing you. So if I'm a terrorist and I'm running up to the A bomb site because I want to clear A, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be fully committing myself to the bomb site. If I want to clear a position like Sandwich, I have to turn my back to all these different positions here. So on balk, under balk, default box, firebox, on the other side of firebox, triple box, toll booth, just everywhere. I'm exposed to everywhere to come and clear this angle. So Sandwich would be a one and done spot because, generally speaking, you're going to get one kill here. As soon as your position is given away, you have nowhere to fall back to. You can get nade stacked, you can get molly stacked, people can just sit there and post on you. You can't move anywhere. They can flash you, they can push you, they can smoke you out. Like, there's so many things that they can do to kill you once they know that you're in this position. But until they know that you're in this position, they're probably not, your opponent's probably not going to check this position. So you're good to get one kill in this position. You're guaranteed almost a kill. But beyond that one kill, it's very difficult for you to actually make additional kills on top of that. So you'll get the one and then you're done. So the two different styles is off angle or a position where the enemy has to fully commit. So this is a really good one and done spot. Same thing over on B, for example. If you're up here or if you're up here, these are good examples of like one and done spots. You'll probably get one kill but then die right after. So one and done spots are really good to be used in combination with a bait setup. So if your teammate's baiting for you, for example, if I'm up here, it's a one and done spot, but if I have a teammate who's back here jump spotting or on the corner up here peeking in, causing a distraction, then now this one and done spot, the terrorists don't, like, the enemy is not really worried about me being in this position. They're not really thinking that anyone else is here. So now they run by, and now instead of them checking it, I can shoot them in the back, or I can get 2 or more kills in this position because my teammate's baiting for me. So one and done spots are really good to be used in combination either with a bait setup or to be used in like a post-plant situation in like a 1v1 or a 2v2 type of thing. They're really good in those, really strong in those situations, but beyond that, if you're not using them in combination with a bait setup or in a post-plant situation, you're not going to get more than one kill. And on counter-terrorist side, because the defense is spread so thin, because on counter-terrorist side you have to cover basically B and A and middle and just everything, like the entire map, you really need to make sure that the defense isn't spread too thin. The more thin you spread your defenses, the harder it is to win the round. So if it's a 4-on-4, for example, the terrorists have a really easy job of winning the round, or 3-on-3, for example, because you have to put one person at B watching B, one person at A watching A, and then the third person and last person can be anywhere between A or B. So one of the bomb sites is going to be really weak. It's only going to have one person on it at most. So when you spread the defense thin, it makes it easy for the terrorists to win. So as a counter-terrorist, you don't want to go for a 1-for-1 trade, you want to go for at least 2 kills before you go down. So instead of it being a 4-4, you make it a 4-3 in your team's favor, because now you can still have 2 people B, 2 people A, and you're against 3 people coming in as terrorists, which means at the very end of the round, if the trades go 1-for-1 after that point on, you're still going to have a 2 versus 1 retake in favor of your team. So as a counter-terrorist, you want to actually get 2 kills at the very least before you go down if they're attacking your position, and getting 1 kill isn't enough. It's not good enough. That's why one and done spots are not good to play.